Hi, friends. Well, we've watched a lot of different versions of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So now I decided that I would retell Goldilocks using some of the puppets that are in the folder online. Now, you don't have to use these puppets. You can make your own puppets. You can tell it without puppets. Or there's also some puppets that have a full body. These puppets, they just have the heads. But Mrs. Rodriguez gave me some that have the whole body if you want to use those. They are in the folder too. So let's get started. All right. So the setting of the story, that's where it takes place, is in a cottage in the woods. Okay. And I'll have to tell you who the characters are. Of course, there's Goldilocks. There's the wee baby bear, the mama bear, and the daddy bear. Mhm. Characters. And so I have some scenes I want to show you. Here is the scene with the hot porridge. Okay, it's like hot cereal. Here is the scene that has the chairs. You'll notice on the baby bear's chair, do you see how I made a big crack? That's to show that she broke the chair. Okay. I also wrote the names. You can see I wrote the names on so we could see whose chair was whose. And then I have the beds. I have the big papa bed. It's a quilt, medium-sized mama bed, and the wee little baby bed. So now I have all the parts of the story. Let's tell the story. So in our classroom, I would use popsicle sticks, but I don't have popsicle sticks here at home. So I'm going to use these clothespins. I think the clothespins will work just fine. You don't even have to have clothespins or popsicle sticks if you don't want to. Nothing bad will happen. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, in a little cottage in the woods, in the forest, lived three bears. There was a big papa bear and a medium-sized mama bear and a wee little baby bear. One day, the mama bear made some porridge for her family. So they sat down to have it, and here's what happened. Let me put them in the right order. The papa bear said, "Whoa, this this porridge is too hot." And Mama Bear said, "Well, why don't we go take a walk while it cools off? Let's just take a walk." So off they went to take a walk in the forest. And then there was a girl, and the girl was named Goldilocks. And she came skipping through the forest, and she found the bear's house, and she knocked on the door. But nobody answered. In fact, the door opened. And so Goldilocks went in the house. Was she invited? No. So she went right in, and the first thing she saw was some delicious porridge on the table. So she went up to the first bowl. It was a big bowl, and she tried it. "Oh dear," she said, "this porridge is too hot." And then she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. And she said, "Ooh, this porridge is a little too cold." Then she tried the porridge in the wee little bowl. And she said, "Oh, this porridge is just right." And she ate it all up. Then she went into the next room. And in the next room, she found three chairs. She decided to try the biggest chair first to just sit in. She tried it. Oh, the big chair was too hard. She was uncomfortable. So she got into the medium sized chair, and it was too bouncy and soft. She didn't like it, so she tried the littlest chair, and it was just right. So she jumped on it a little bit. Oh, it was just so perfect, and boom, she broke it. About this time, she was starting to feel a little tired. She came upon the bear's bedroom. First, she saw a big bed and she tried it out. She laid down in it and she said, "Oh, this bed is too hard." So then she tried the next bed. It was kind of a medium sized bed. She tried it. She said, this bed's kind of soft and too squishy. So then she tried the last bed. It was kind of small. And she said, "Oh, this bed is just right." And she fell fast asleep. Well, meanwhile, the bear family were done taking their walk and they came back to their house and the door was wide open and they walked in and right away the papa bear said, "Someone has been eating my porridge." And the mama bear said, "Someone's been eating my porridge too." And the wee baby bear said, "Look, someone's been eating my porridge and they ate it all up. It's gone." Well, they knew that somebody had been at their house. They went in the next room where their chairs were, and immediately Big Papa Bear noticed that someone had been sitting in his big chair. "Someone has been sitting in my chair." And the Mama Bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair too." And the baby bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair and now it's broken." Well, the bears were alarmed because they knew someone was in their house or had been in their house. So they decided to check the next room, which was the bedroom. So they went in. Now hold my puppets, hold on. So they went into the bedroom. When you're retelling, you have to be careful to hold everything up. So they went in, and the papa bear said, "Oh, someone has been sleeping in my bed." And the mama bear said, "Oh, look at my cover. Someone has been sleeping in my bed too." And the baby bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and there she is." And so Goldilocks at that point woke up, and this is what she saw when she opened her eyes. She saw three bears really close looking at her. And she screamed, "Ah!" And she ran from the house. Well, the bears never saw Goldilocks again. Do you think she learned her lesson? Should you go into somebody's house if you're not invited? No, that's not good manners. The end. So, it may be hard to move the puppets around, but don't worry. You can practice over and over. I've practiced using my character voices several times. Each time I think, maybe I should do it over. It's okay. Just have fun with it, all right? Make sure you practice at least once before you record it, all right? You can record it on Seesaw or you can record it on Flipgrid. You have a choice, whichever one you want to, okay? All right, that's all for now.